Welcome, everyone. I need you to stop what you're doing right now. Put down your phone, close your laptop, take a deep breath, and ask yourself this question. Am I truly alive, or am I just surviving? Everyone dreams of success. They want financial freedom. They want respect, recognition, inner peace, a purpose that sets their soul on fire, relationships that inspire them, a legacy worth leaving behind, a life that matters. But here's my question. What are you doing today to make those dreams reality? What action are you taking right now to build the life you've always imagined? Are you still lost in endless scrolling? Still watching other people's success stories instead of writing your own? Still making excuses for why you haven't started? Still hitting snooze when your dreams are calling? Still afraid to fail? Still waiting for permission? Listen closely. This moment is real. This breath you're taking is real. But your time is running out. You don't get a practice round. You don't get a rehearsal. This is your one shot. This is your life. Right here, right now. I'm not here to sugarcoat the truth. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to show you what you need to see. I'm here to wake you up from the comfortable sleep that's been stealing your potential. You want to transform your life? You want to build wealth? You want to become confident, powerful, unstoppable? Then don't just listen to these words. Absorb them. Feel them in your bones. Let them shake you awake, because your future depends on it. So let's dive deep. Let's learn how to stop wasting the precious gift of life you've been given. Lesson 1. Every second is sacred. Stop throwing it away. The brutal truth is this: you're not killing time. Time is killing you. Every moment you say, "I'll start Monday." Every hour you spend consuming instead of creating. Every night you stay up late doing nothing productive. You're not just wasting time, you're erasing pieces of your existence. Because time is life itself. You might not feel it today, but life is moving. Every heartbeat is precious. You're aging. Your opportunities are diminishing. Your loved ones are getting older. Your dreams are waiting, but they won't wait forever. Tell me, what did you accomplish yesterday? What progress did you make last week? What are you planning to achieve tomorrow? Still the same routine? Still the same excuses? Still waiting for someday? That someday is a beautiful lie. Your dreams don't accept excuses. Success doesn't care about your reasons. Only results speak. Solution? Treat every hour like treasure. Plan your days with intention. Choose one action daily that moves you forward. Replace 1 hour of entertainment with education. Time becomes your ally when you honor it. Otherwise, it becomes your silent enemy. Lesson 2. Own your story. Stop blaming others. Your life belongs to you, not your parents, not your circumstances, not your past, not society. You. Only you. People spend decades complaining about what they lack. I didn't have opportunities. My family didn't support me. I don't have connections. I don't have resources. I don't talent. But do you know who conquers life? The person who says, "I don't care what I lack. I'll build something from nothing." Look at the most successful people in history. Many started with less than you have. No money, no connections, no advantages. But they possessed something priceless: hunger, determination, the decision to rewrite their destiny. Think of someone like Oprah Winfrey. Born into poverty, faced abuse, today she's a media mogul and inspiration to millions. She didn't dwell on her disadvantages. She didn't play victim. She built an empire. Solution? Own your circumstances, but refuse to be defined by them. Declare daily, "I am the author of my life." List your challenges on paper. Write one solution beside each. Take action, no matter how small. You're not powerless. You're just not using your strength. Lesson 3. Your comfort zone is quicksand. Escape before it swallows you. Your daily routine feels safe. Wake up, check notifications, go through the motions, scroll endlessly, study a little, sleep, repeat. It seems harmless. It feels comfortable. But here's what's really happening. You're suffocating your potential slowly. Your comfort zone isn't protecting you. It's imprisoning you. Because growth lives outside comfort. Every breakthrough happens beyond your current limits. You want to master a skill? Then practice until it hurts, even when you fail repeatedly. You want to build something meaningful? Then start, even when you don't feel ready. But most people never even try. Why? Because they're terrified of discomfort, afraid of judgment, afraid of looking foolish, afraid of failing publicly. Let them judge, let them doubt, but you keep pushing forward. Example, consider a butterfly. If it stays in its cocoon, it never soars. It must struggle to break free, face the unknown. Only then does it discover its wings. You're the same. Solution: challenge yourself daily. Take the class you've been avoiding. Start the project you've been postponing. Apply for that opportunity. Share your ideas boldly. Fail with pride. Fail with purpose. But fail forward. Because legends aren't born in safety. Lesson 4. Tomorrow is the graveyard of dreams. Stop digging your own grave. Let me be direct with you. If you constantly say, "I'll do it tomorrow," you're deceiving yourself. And the deeper you sink into this lie, the more you destroy your own potential. Silently, steadily, permanently. Tomorrow isn't hope. It's fear disguised as planning. It's your weaker self whispering sweet lies. It doesn't mean later. It means never. Look around. Winners don't say tomorrow. They say now. This moment. This second. They act before they feel ready. Because they know tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes never. You say you want to start exercising. Then start now. You say you'll learn that skill, launch that business, fix that relationship. When does tomorrow arrive? Next season? Next year? Next decade? Time doesn't pause for your hesitation. It doesn't send warnings. It just ends. And you're left with the heaviest burden: regret. Example, you wanted to start that creative project 3 years ago. You didn't. Why? Fear, procrastination. Now someone else is living your idea. And you watch their success thinking, "That should have been me." Solution: set a timer for 15 minutes. Whatever you've been postponing, begin it now. Stop overthinking. Tell yourself, if not now, probably never. And just start. Imperfectly, but start. One small action today beats 1,000 perfect plans for tomorrow. Lesson 5. Stop overthinking. Start overcoming. Your mind can be your greatest asset or your worst prison. For most people, it's become their cage. Why? Because they think endlessly and do nothing. You want to start a business? You research for months. You want to learn a skill? You watch tutorials, make notes, create elaborate plans, but never actually practice. You want to get fit? You design the perfect routine, buy the equipment, download apps, but never show up to the gym. Overthinking is sabotaging your dreams. You exhaust yourself before you even begin. You imagine failure before you attempt success. You write the story of defeat before you enter the arena. Thinking has its place, but only briefly. After that, it becomes paralysis, and paralysis is just fear wearing a mask. You don't need perfect knowledge to start. You just need to start. You want to improve yourself? Don't just consume motivational content. Start taking action. Start building. Start creating daily. Practice in private. Record your progress. Make mistakes loudly. You don't need permission. You don't need perfection. You just need courage. Example. Imagine someone who wants to learn guitar. They watch hundreds of videos, read music theory books, buy the best guitar, talk to musicians, but never touch the strings. Will they ever play? Never. Solution. Think for 10 minutes, then act for the next 10 hours. Create momentum. Make action your default mode. Silence your mind and activate your hands. Move your feet. Move your life. Success comes from doing, not thinking. Lesson 6. Become that person. The one who stands out. Not the one who complains constantly. Not the one who quits at the first obstacle. Be the person who does what others won't. Be the one who rises early while others sleep in, who studies while others party, who speaks up when others stay silent, who persists when others surrender, who builds while others consume. Be the person who inspires through actions, not words. Not everyone will understand you. That's perfectly fine. Not everyone will support your journey. That's expected. You support yourself. You believe in yourself. People will question your choices. They'll say you've changed. Good. You're not meant to stay the same. You're meant to evolve, to grow, to become someone who doesn't need validation, because your results speak louder than their doubts. In every circle, there's always one person who breaks through, the one who defies expectations. Why not you? Why do you assume greatness belongs to someone else? Why not you? Solution. Every morning ask, what would my best self do today? Then do exactly that. Carry yourself with confidence, speak with conviction, walk with purpose. Don't announce your plans, show your results. Be the person others talk about years later, because you changed everything. Lesson 7. Your biggest battle is internal. Win the war within. Your greatest opponent isn't external. It's not your competition, not your critics, not your circumstances. It's you. It's the voice inside that whispers quit, the part that says, I'm too tired, the part that settles for mediocrity, the part that chooses comfort over growth. That version of you is your enemy, and you must defeat it daily. You versus you. This is the ultimate battle. The lazy you versus the driven you. The fearful you versus the courageous you. The settling you versus the striving you. The comfortable you versus the growing you. Every sunrise brings a choice. Who wins today? The version that scrolls for hours or the version that builds for the future? The version that sleeps through opportunities or the version that creates them? Only you can answer this. Imagine two voices in your head. One is weak, negative, full of excuses. The other is strong, positive, full of possibilities. Which one grows stronger? The one you listen to. Solution. Eliminate destructive habits. Track your daily choices. Every time you choose growth over comfort, celebrate it. Every time you defeat your weaker self, remember it. Gradually, your identity transforms. This isn't a game. This is war, and it's you versus you. Lesson 8. Discipline your desires. Don't let feelings control your future. If you don't master your willpower, your emotions will dictate your destiny, and emotions are terrible leaders. You don't feel like waking up early. You don't feel like working hard. You don't feel like pursuing your goals today. You don't feel like facing challenges. Congratulations, you've just surrendered your entire future to your mood. Tell me, do you want to build a powerful life or follow your feelings like a child? Willpower means doing what's right when everything inside you says no. When your body resists, you stand up and push forward. When your mind whispers impossible, your spirit shouts, watch me. Successful people aren't always motivated. They're disciplined. They show up when they're tired, discouraged, heartbroken, or defeated, because they possess something you're still developing: willpower. And willpower is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Say you want to stop checking your phone after 9 p.m. Initially, you'll fail. You'll check it. You'll scroll. But if you keep trying, turning it off, placing it elsewhere, writing down your commitment, you'll build that strength. Soon, you'll become someone who controls habits instead of being controlled by them. Solution: start small. Choose one thing you resist and do it anyway. Build daily discipline. Reward yourself for following through. Speak to yourself like a leader. I keep my promises to myself. The day you master willpower is the day you master your life. Lesson 9. Comparison is poison. Stop drinking it. If you keep measuring yourself against others, happiness will always escape you. Always.
Most people hate their lives because they spend more time watching others' lives than building their own. You scroll through social media. You see someone with better achievements, better lifestyle, better opportunities. You see someone who seems more talented, more confident, more successful. And you begin hating yourself. You wonder, what's wrong with me? Why can't I be like them? Why is their life perfect and mine chaotic? But here's reality. You're comparing your behind the scenes with their highlight reel. You see 30 seconds of their life and compare it to your entire experience. You don't see their struggles, their failures, their breakdowns, their sacrifices. Still, you let comparison destroy your self-worth. The fastest way to kill your progress is comparing it to someone else's success. You have your own journey, your own timeline, your own challenges, your own purpose. If flowers started comparing themselves, they'd forget their own beauty. Stop looking sideways. Look forward. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. Solution: unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate. Focus on your own growth. Compare yourself to who you were last month, not to someone else's today. Transform comparison into inspiration. Learn from others without diminishing yourself. You weren't born to be like them. You were born to be better than your previous self. Lesson 10. Only take advice from those who've walked the path. Everyone else is just noise. Not everyone offering advice has earned a right to speak. If you want to build wealth, don't ask someone who's financially struggling. If you want to start a business, don't ask someone who's never taken that risk. If you want to master a skill, don't ask someone who's never practiced it. Ask those who have succeeded, who have failed and risen, who have lived the experience. The internet is flooded with opinions, but most are worthless. Words without experience, theories without practice. Don't let these voices confuse your journey. You're driving your life. Don't take directions from someone who's never made the trip.
Example. Your friend says, "Don't take risks. Play it safe." But have they ever built anything significant? Have they ever bet on themselves? If not, why would you follow someone who's never walked your desired path? Solution. Ask yourself, has this person achieved what I want? If yes, listen carefully. If not, thank them politely and continue. Don't be disrespectful, but don't be foolish either. Protect your vision. One wrong piece of advice from the wrong person can delay your dreams by years. Lesson 11. Stop waiting for permission. Give it to yourself. The world won't choose you. They won't celebrate you until you've already won. They won't believe in you until you've proven yourself. They won't support you when you need it most. So what's the solution? Choose yourself. Stop waiting for approval. Stop waiting for someone to say you're ready. Stop waiting for opportunities, recognition, perfect timing, or lucky breaks. Choose yourself because you're not here to be selected. You're here to create, to lead, to win. The most successful people didn't wait for permission. They gave themselves permission and started. They didn't beg for approval. They approved themselves. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter was published. What if she had waited for someone to believe in her story? She chose herself, and the world followed. Solution. Write your name on opportunities. Start that project. Launch that idea. Apply even when you don't feel qualified. Tell yourself, I don't need anyone to choose me. I choose myself every single day. The world can't ignore someone who believes in themselves so powerfully it becomes impossible to overlook. Lesson 12. No risk equals no reward. No story worth telling. You want a life worth remembering? Then understand this truth. Greatness requires risk. No extraordinary life was built in safety. No powerful person became powerful by avoiding challenges. You'll never create a legendary story by acting like everyone else. Every person you admire, every champion, every icon, they all risked something. Their security, their comfort, their reputation, their resources, sometimes their hearts. But without risk, your life becomes predictable, quiet, safe, and forgettable.
At the end of your life, no one will remember how safely you played. They'll remember what you dared to create, what you built, what you attempted. Example: you're afraid to share your ideas because people might criticize them. So you never share. Years pass, you still haven't shared. But what if one moment of courage could change your entire trajectory? What if one risk could give you 10 years of rewards? Solution: take one meaningful risk today. Speak up, apply, create, reach out. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Then ask, what if this actually works? Without risk, there's no adventure, no growth, no breakthrough, no legend. Stop hiding. Be the one who dared. Be the one who jumped. Be the one with scars, not regrets. Lesson 13. The clock never stops. Neither should you. Time isn't waiting for your convenience. The clock doesn't slow down because you're confused. It doesn't pause because you're scared or unprepared. Life keeps moving. Every moment that passes is gone forever. And the cruelest part? You won't realize how much time you've lost until one day you wake up years older, staring in the mirror with tears streaming down your face, asking, "What happened to my dreams?" You're not too young. You're not too old. You're not too busy. You're just scared. And you're using excuses to hide from that fear. When will you stop watching others succeed and start creating your own success? Will you let your dreams decay in silence? Or will you stand up, face yourself in the mirror, and declare, "No more wasted time. I'm becoming who I was born to be"? Do you know what's worse than failure? Regret. That pain cuts deeper and lasts longer than any temporary setback. So hear me clearly. Stop acting like you have unlimited time. You don't. The clock is ticking and your moment is now. Lesson 14. Nobody's coming to save you. And that's your greatest freedom. This might sting, but you need to hear it. Nobody cares about your problems as much as you do. Nobody's coming to rescue you. Nobody feels your struggles the way you do. You're waiting for sympathy? Stop waiting. People are fighting their own battles. They'll listen briefly, nod sympathetically, and move on with their lives. That's reality. But here's the twist. This reality is your liberation. If nobody's coming to save you, then you're free to save yourself. You're free to fail, to try again, to make mistakes, to look foolish, to fall and rise. You don't need approval. You don't need permission. You only need yourself. Want to cry? Cry. But don't stay down. Wipe those tears, clench your fists, and rise like a warrior. Transform that pain into power. Convert that loneliness into strength. Nobody cares, but you care, and that's enough. Build your life like nobody's watching, because they're not. Lesson 15. Why wait? Why not now? People always say, "I'll start next week, next month, next year." But what's going to change between now and then? Will you suddenly become more motivated? Will life become easier? Will fear magically disappear? No. If you can't start now, you probably won't start ever. You keep waiting for perfect conditions. But perfect conditions don't exist. Life is always messy. Your mind will always find reasons to delay. Every second you wait, your dreams fade a little more. Imagine your goals slowly dissolving just because you keep postponing action. The world doesn't wait. Opportunities don't wait. Time doesn't wait. So why are you? You want to transform your health? Start now. You want to build skills? Start now. You want to change everything? Start now. Not next Monday, not next New Year. Now. One small step right now could be the beginning of everything you've ever wanted. So tell me, why not now? Give me one solid reason why you should wait. You won't find one. Start now. Lesson 16. If you hate your life, rewrite it. You're the author. Look around honestly. Is this the life you envisioned? Do you wake up excited? Or do you drag yourself through each day pretending to be content while dying inside? Be brutally honest. You hate your routine, your environment, your habits, your energy. But you keep doing the same things daily and expecting different results. That's insanity. Here's the truth. You're the creator of your existence. You're not a tree rooted in place. You can move. You can evolve. You can rebuild everything. If the life you're living feels fake, then burn it down and start over. Transform your appearance. Change your habits. Upgrade your circle. Shift your environment. Revolutionize your thinking. Stop copying everyone else's blueprint and start designing your own. You don't need to wait for a crisis. You don't need to hit rock bottom. You just need to decide. Today, right now. You're not a victim of circumstances. You're an artist. Life is your canvas. Paint your masterpiece. Make it bold. Make it beautiful. Make it unforgettable. Lesson 17. Expectations are chains. Break them to be free.
I know someone brilliant, talented, full of potential. They had big dreams, creative ideas, burning ambition. But today, they're trapped in a job they despise. They wake up exhausted, go to bed frustrated. Every day feels identical to the last. When I asked why they stay, they said, "It's what my family expects, what society expects. People will judge me if I leave." Let me say this clearly. Other people's expectations will suffocate your spirit. They'll build a box around your life and demand you stay inside. Don't dream too big. Don't try anything new. Stay safe. Be predictable. But their expectations aren't your destiny. If you live to please others, you'll end up hating yourself. You'll smile publicly and cry privately. You'll feel like a prisoner in your own skin. Is that the existence you want? You weren't born to fulfill someone else's vision. You were born to chase your own. Sometimes that means disappointing people. Sometimes that means saying no. Sometimes that means walking alone. Break the chains. Remove the mask. Stop performing for others and start living for yourself. This is your life, not theirs. Lesson 18. Your pain is your fuel. Stop running from it. You've endured things others don't know about. Maybe you've cried in silence. Maybe you carry wounds no one can see. Maybe you were betrayed, rejected, ignored, dismissed. Now you walk around with this heavy heart, pretending everything's fine, but it's not. That pain inside you can either destroy you or forge you into something unbreakable. Your choice. Most people run from pain. They hide it behind fake smiles and distractions. But the strongest individuals use it. They take that suffering and transform it into fuel. They say, "This pain made me tougher. This heartbreak taught me self-worth. This failure taught me resilience." Don't be ashamed of your pain. Be proud of your survival. You're still here. You're still breathing. That means you're stronger than whatever tried to break you. Convert your pain into art, into discipline, into motivation, into a voice that declares, "I will never let anyone make me feel worthless again." You're not broken. You're being rebuilt into something powerful. Remember, the darkest nights create the brightest stars. Let the pain sharpen you, not silence you. Lesson 19. Starve your distractions. Feed your focus. Two forces live inside your mind. One is distraction. The other is focus. The stronger one is the one you feed more. Every time you scroll mindlessly, gossip endlessly, overthink pointlessly, binge-watch aimlessly, you're feeding distraction. The more you feed it, the weaker your dreams become. Your brain grows lazy. Your motivation fades. You start believing lies like, "I'll do it later," or "It's too hard." But if you want success, if you want to become someone your past self would admire, then starve those distractions. Turn off notifications. Cut out toxic influences. Decline meaningless invitations. Guard your time like a treasure. Then feed your focus. Read purposefully. Work intensely. Learn constantly. Build relentlessly. Focus isn't natural. It's trained like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Imagine giving your complete focus for just 1 year. 365 days of pure intention. Your life would be unrecognizable. That's not magic. That's mathematics. That's discipline.
That's real. Starve what destroys you. Feed what builds you. That's how you win. Lesson 20. Life owes you nothing. Fight for everything. The world doesn't care about your potential. It only rewards your performance. You might be kind-hearted. You might have big dreams. But if you're not working, if you're not showing up, if you're not proving your worth, life will ignore you. That's reality. You want success? Nobody's going to deliver it. There's no rescue coming. No perfect timing. It's all on you. Stop waiting for help and start fighting like your life depends on it. Stop waiting for someone to believe in you and start becoming someone you believe in. That hunger, that fire, that determination to rise, it has to come from within. Nobody else will feel it for you. Yes, life is unfair. Yes, you might have to work harder than others. Yes, some people have advantages you don't. So what? Are you going to sit there complaining? Or are you going to stand up and declare, I don't care how difficult it gets, I will make it happen? This life isn't a gift. It's a battlefield. You're either fighting or slowly dying. Wake up every day with this mindset. Life doesn't owe me anything, but I will still claim everything I deserve. Work harder, suffer more, show up earlier, keep going when everyone quits. One day, when they ask how you did it, you'll smile and say, I stopped expecting life to be easy and started demanding more from myself. You want the crown? Earn it with blood, sweat, and obsession. That's the price. Pay it. Listen to me. Maybe you're reading this right now while struggling internally. Maybe it's not just one thing. Maybe everything feels overwhelming. Your finances are tight. Your mind is exhausted. Your relationships are strained. You're just trying to survive. Maybe nobody knows how much you're hurting. Maybe you smile during the day but cry every night. Maybe you feel like you failed at everything, like nothing is working. You wonder, when will things improve? Let me speak to you as someone who cares, as someone who's witnessed countless people rise from their lowest points. Everything will be okay. I'm not saying this to give you false hope. I'm saying this because I've seen it happen. There is always, always light at the end of the tunnel. It might be a long tunnel. It might be dark. It might feel endless. But there is light. You just can't stop walking. No matter how broken you feel, no matter how long it takes, your story isn't finished. There's more to your future, more inside you than you've ever realized. Your darkest days aren't the end. They're the beginning of a stronger, wiser, more resilient version of you. If you don't have a dream, find one. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need a vision that makes you feel alive, a reason to wake up, something worth fighting for. Once you have that dream, protect it, chase it, build it with your own hands. Learn constantly, grow daily. Work hard even when nobody applauds. Be obsessed with knowledge, with discipline, with your mission. Don't waste energy thinking about what's wrong with the world. Focus on what's right inside you. Never forget, you have no idea what you're capable of. You think you're weak? You're not. You think you're behind? You're just getting started. You think it's too late? It's not. You think nobody believes in you? I believe in you. You're more powerful than your imagination. You're not just a human being. You're a force waiting to emerge. When you finally do, the world will watch in amazement and ask, where did this person come from? And you'll answer, I came from the fire. I came from pain. I came from rock bottom, and I made it. So pick up your heart, straighten your shoulders, dry your tears. Start walking again. Your future is waiting. Your greatness is waiting. Your dream is waiting. It's time to claim it. Take action today, not tomorrow. Stay strong.